guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I have got a Scentsy Club haul and it's a quarterly haul. So I only have one Scentsy Club and it is a quarterly, so I get it every 3 months. And I actually skipped the last shipment, I think it was. Yeah, I skipped my last shipment, so I actually haven't had a Scentsy Club arrive in like 6 months. So this is the first Scentsy Club haul in 6 months and it is a doozy. There is a lot of bars here and a lot of stuff. So we'll just kind of jump in and I'll show you what's in my club and we'll go through them. I also want to remind you that this is the last week we're going into to shop the 12 Bring Back My Bar bundle deals. So Bring Back My Bar retires at the end of June again, so we don't know if or when we'll see any of those bars come back. So if there's any of those bars that you want to keep getting on in the long term, I would say add them to your Scentsy Club so you can keep getting a fresh bar for as long as you want one. Or stock up if you want as well. Take advantage of that 12 bar bundle for $50 US or $66 Canadian and get your Bring Back My Bars. Today though, we have Scentsy Club. So Scentsy Club is a subscription that starts empty. So you pick a club, you can pick one or all of the above. You can pick monthly, every second month, or quarterly, or you can have all three. And it ships monthly, every second month, or quarterly. You do get one skip in a calendar year. So if you say have a quarterly club, you can skip one shipment per year. If you have a monthly club, you can skip one shipment per year. So one shipment per year can be skipped, which is kind of nice as well, especially if you have a very large club like mine. The main perk of the club is always get my bar. So Scentsy has so many limited time collections that come and go throughout the year, and different seasonal things that come and go, that it is nice to be able to continue to get those bars if you really love one. So if there's certain bars that you just absolutely love that you don't want to be without and say goodbye to, Scentsy Club is where you put them, so you keep getting a bar every shipment. And you'll keep getting that bar forever until you skip twice in a year or take it out of your club on purpose. So it's a nice thing to have. You also get 10% off of your entire club over a certain dollar amount. I'll put that below. It's different in Canada and the US. And after, I think $75, I'll put it below. After a certain amount of dollars spent, you also get a 50% off item of your choice. So that could be a Scentsy brick. It could be an air purifier filter, anything that we use up. So not warmers and stuff, but like stuff that is use upable, like room sprays, scent packs, pods, those sorts of things you can put in your Scentsy Club. So really good little program there and highly recommend it if you don't already have one. So like I said, if your club is a certain size, you do get to pick a half off item. And for me, I chose the air purifier filter. Because I have 2 air purifiers in my home, these are handy to have backups of, or just to have on hand for customers who have air purifiers who might need a spare filter. So got one of those. And here we have my receipt. There's actually 45 bars of wax in this club right now. So that's more than I usually have. And that's one thing that you can also do is if there's like, we have the fall catalog coming out next week. So when that fall catalog launches, I'm going to see what's coming back. And if there's any bars that are currently in my club that are coming back, I'm going to kick them out of my club for the fall because they don't need to be there. I'll just buy them out of the catalog. And then in the spring, when we retire the fall catalog, I will add them back in and away we go. Same at the end of the summer. If there's any bars that I really couldn't live without, I'll add those to my club to stay there through the winter until I know what's coming back in the spring. So you can kind of always have it a little bit dynamic like that. And here we have the box of wax, and it's actually really heavy. I think it's like full. Okay, so I'm not going to do scent notes below and writing on these just because there's so many and it would take me 100 years to edit. So I'm going to kind of just go through what I've got here and we'll kind of just, I'll give you my thoughts, kind of what it smells like and why it's in my club. So the first one I'm grabbing is actually broken, which isn't great, but thankfully they're just for me, so that's okay. The first one is Cashmere and Corduroy. This was a new release last fall, and I really think we'll see this back this fall. I would be very surprised if we didn't. This was a very popular bar last fall, and it's kind of like a cozy, I think it's like bergamot, and what else was in here? I can't remember. But there's musk and bergamot and like vanilla. It's like a sweet, perfumey, cozy scent. It's really nice for like late summer, early fall. And it's a perfect bedroom scent. Really good performer as well. Lasts forever and quite strong. If you hear ruckus in the background, that is Piper, my cat. She is playing in packing paper. I had some Scentsy packaging I was going to take out to recycle, so she is playing in that right now. Next, I have Pink Haze. This was a Bring Back My Bar last round or round before. And it's like marshmallow fondant, cotton candy, and maybe pink berries. Very sweet, like very, very sugary sweet, and it's really pretty. This is also really beautiful as a mixer, and again, I like this in my bedroom. It's just a really nice all-purpose scent. I have done this in my open layout. It did okay. Not as long lasting in the open layout as it is in like a bedroom, but really love that bar. Next we have Strawberry Swirl. This is one I've talked about a bit recently. There she goes. This is one I've talked about a bit recently because it's kind of similar to my nose to Berry of Paradise that's currently available in Bring Back My Bar. Personally, I prefer Strawberry Swirl, but I find the difference is that Berry of Paradise is a bit maybe crisper and fresher and not quite as syrupy sweet. Whereas this one is syrupy sweet and like creamy, like ice creamy, like melted ice cream and like syrupy strawberries. It's really good, very foody. Whereas Berry of Paradise is also kind of foody because it's still strawberries and cream, but it's not as like foody as Strawberry Swirl. So both really good scents. I just happen to prefer this one. And so this one is in my club. Next, I have Candy Crave. This again was a Bring Back My Bar scent a while back, and this is in my club and stays in there. This bar, when you first get it, is like extremely light. Like, yeah, this one's very light, much lighter than the current bars I have in my collection. The ones that have been sitting for a while do get a bit stronger with time, but it's never going to be a strong scent. This is a very light scent, but it is one of those ones that stays at a low intensity for a very long time, and that's why I like this one. If it didn't last as long as it does, it wouldn't stay in my club, but the scent appeal on this is very high. I love this for my daughter's room. It's a nice like kids room scent, and you just kind of put it in and forget about it, and it does great. So that is why that's in my club, and it stays there. Next, I have Wassail Wonderland. This was from the Scents of the Season a couple years ago, and this one is like a spiced orange, like a spiced orange like holiday punch. It is spicy. There's a bit of like evergreen in the background too. My husband does not like this one on cold, but he doesn't mind it on warm. This is beautiful. It's very Christmassy. It's like spiced orange and tree, but the tree is quite a sweet type pine. It's really nice. So like that one, it does quite nicely in my home. Then we have Cider Mill. This was a general catalog scent for the last couple falls and winters. I really like this one. It's supposed to be like apples, pumpkin, and spices, I think. This one's one that just makes you smile. There is spice here. It's like cinnamon and clove. And apple for sure. And there is some pumpkin here, but it's not like an intense pumpkin. It's just a very nice, like, traditional fall cider scent. If you're thinking like traditional fall scent, this might be kind of what you'd be imagining. Really nice Cider Mill. And do I think this will come back this fall? I think so. Like, I really hope so. I think it will. It's pretty popular, so I don't see why they would take it out, but we'll see. Then we have Be Merry. This again is a like general catalog scent from last winter, and it's another one that's been around for a few years, I think. I also love this one. It's like berry, like cranberry, pine. It's really nice. And I'm just noticing now, usually I can read a pour date in here somewhere. I don't see a pour date on here at all. Like, not even in the right light. So sometimes I think they just aren't there, but this smells to me like a fairly fresh pour because it doesn't feel like the scent notes are blended together yet the way my older bars are. But this is like a classic Christmas scent for me. Love this one. It wouldn't be Christmas without this bar, so it went in my club just in case. But I really think we will probably see this come back this winter. So there's Be Merry. Next is Appealing Apple. This was a scent of the month like last May or June. It's like apple, sweet pea, and I think vanilla. It's a very pretty clean apple scent. It's kind of like a shampoo-y apple. It sort of smells like shampoo. It's really pretty. A little bit feminine, but just very pretty. A nice, like, kind of slightly floral apple. And I don't mean like flowers and apples. I mean like some like types of apples smell a little bit floral. Pink lady apples come to mind. This kind of smells like pink lady apples with like a little bit of something extra. It's really, really nice. Love that one. And it's a really good performer as well. I think I did that one in the Apple Wax War, if you go back into my Wax Wars and take a look. Next we have Bora Bora Blossom. This is one from last round of Bring Back My Bar. This one's really pretty. It's like a floral, but it's like sweet. It is a little bit beachy. There's almost like a bit of a freshness to it. But the thing I like about this one is it's not at all cloying. It's not at all powdery. It's not really perfumey either. So it's one of those florals that if you're headache prone, you might be okay with. For me, this does not set off headaches at all. I really enjoy this one. It is quite light. With this one, I do find I need to use 4 cubes instead of 2 in my bedroom. So I find it worth doing that though, because it is very pretty. If you don't have this in your club and you want something kind of similar, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Summer Moonlight from the Spring and Summer catalog. So there's that one. Then we have Caramel Pear Crisp. This was another Bring Back My Bar from last round. And this one is like, I want to say brown sugar crumble, caramel, nectarines, and pears. This is a foodie scent. Like this is heavy bakery, but with peaches. So I don't really get pear so much. I get peach or nectarine. So like, think a peach cobbler with like a lot of like brown sugar and oat crumble. It's really pretty. I also really like this with oats and honey, and with buckleberry. This one is strong though, like very strong, very good performer. Really enjoy that one. Next we have Scary Good. This was a scent of the month last September, I think it was. And it is, what were the notes? Toasted butterscotch, vanilla, pumpkin puree, and cinnamon stick or cinnamon. This one's so good. It's like spicy, cozy, fall in a bar. Like this one mixes really well as well. Yeah, you really get that toasted butterscotch on the bottom. It's good. Like it's really good. And a good performer as well. This one mixes well with most of your fall scents. So any bakery, this will mix nicely with. You could put this with like literally any bakery. Sugar cookie, vanilla bean buttercream, whatever you want. It's also really good with coffee scents, like mocha doodle, coffee tree, that sort of thing. You could probably even mix this with like a fruity scent and do like an apple Scary Good type mix. That would probably be nice. Caramel apple craze and this mix nicely together. You can do a lot with this one. It's a very good one. It was very popular. I'm actually thinking this might possibly make the fall catalog. It was very popular. And I think if we don't see this back in some form, it would be a shame because it was really good and really well loved by most people. There was a few that weren't big fans, but I think all in all, this was a very popular scent of the month. So I would like to see it back so I can take it out of my club. Next, we have Christmas Cottage, another one of my absolute like necessity bars. It wouldn't be Christmas without this bar. It is like Valencia orange, raspberry, and spices, like cinnamon. It's good. Again, very Christmassy. This is one that I like to warm like really close to Christmas. Love this one. Very pretty, very kind of traditional holiday type scent. Very nice. Next we have Blue Sage and Tonka. This one, I was surprised I even put in my club, but I actually really enjoyed this one. This was a new release last fall, and it is, I want to say it has bergamot too, maybe. It's almost a cologne-y type scent. Like there's a woodsiness to this. There's probably some wood notes in here of some sort. What else is in here? I'll put them below for this particular scent because I really don't remember what the notes are on this. But I feel like there's definitely woods and cologne is what you get. And I don't love cologne scents at all, but this one I really enjoy, especially on warm. So this one, if you do it in the open area, it's kind of like fresh and calming and kind of grounding and a little bit earthy. It's just really pretty. Nice for late summer, early fall, when you don't really want pumpkins and apples yet, but you're kind of just wanting something a bit like more muted than the fruity stuff. So no fruity florals, you're just kind of past that, but you aren't quite into the pumpkins and apples yet. Blue Sage and Tonka is a good late summer pick. So I would not be surprised if we see this back this fall. I think we probably will see it back, which is great. So then I can take it out of my club. But that's a very nice choice. And if you're cologne-averse, this does have a cologniness to it, but it's one of those scents where if it's the right day and the right mood, this is a really nice bar to have on hand. Next we have Banana Nut Bread. And again, this is one that you probably wouldn't expect to see in my club because I do not like banana or banana scents. This was also Bring Back My Bar last round. And this one is like banana bread right from the oven, I think with like walnuts or something like that. And it is like ripe bananas. It's got a creaminess to it and it's quite sweet. And it's really nice. It's like a nice, like all around sweet bakery. Like who doesn't love banana bread? And it does smell very banana bread-like. So that one is very nice. Not a super long lasting performer in my home. And this is a funny one because you probably wouldn't want to warm this in a bedroom, just scent preference wise. And it would be kind of strange in a bathroom as well. But if you have an open area and all of your other rooms are combined, you're kind of forced to do it in an open layout. And it's not really strong enough for that. So I have to, because that's what I have. And I don't really want to warm it in bedrooms. So I do it in the open layout, but it's not a great performer in the open layout. It's like a maybe 8 to 10 hour scent in there. If you had a closed off kitchen or a closed off dining area or just like a medium-sized space to warm this, that would be probably ideal. Maybe a TV room or something like that. My house just doesn't have those things. So really nice one if you have the right home for it. For my house, it's not ideal, but I keep it in my club because I do really like it. Next we have Honeymoon Hideaway. This is one that's been in my club since it was last out in, I want to say 2 Bring Back My Bars ago. Maybe last summer. It's really beautiful. It's like, it's got floral, but it's mostly like green, but not green like we have this summer. The greens we've had this last like season have been very like bamboo-y type green scents and grassy type green scents. This is like floral green or like sweet green, like sweet botanicals with some like tartness to them, and like it's really pretty. Like it's hard to describe. This one's very hard to describe, but it's so pretty and I just love it. So I think there might be maybe, I don't know, maybe coconut milk something. It's got some creaminess. It's a bit sweet. It's a bit tart, tiny bit floral, but also fresh without being aquatic and without being soapy. It's very pretty and very unique. So I do keep it in my club. A lot of people found this one very light. I find it is on the light side, but not insanely light. And I find it does okay in my home. I had a cube of this in my office at work, and that is supposed to be like a low scent environment. So I didn't do a ton of it. I did 1 cube and I'd only turn it on for like an hour or 2 at a time. It lasted for like 2-3 months. So if you're just going to use it in like little spurts in a space that you don't want heavily scented, this is actually a perfect bar to keep around. So I do keep this in my club because it is so unique and so pretty. Next we have Huckleberry Sage, and I just like the label and the wax change with this one. So this one is one that might be on the chopping block in my club. I do really like the scent. I really like the scent. It is like a light crisp sage, and there is that very sweet ripe huckleberry. It's so pretty. This one's very pretty. It's also very, very light. You don't even think about warming this in an open area. I would say small to medium bedroom only. Our master bedroom is what I would call like a large bedroom or a large master bedroom. Not huge, but like a large bedroom. This is dicey in there. Like I wouldn't go bigger, probably smaller would be better. So small to medium sized bedroom I would say would be ideal. And double the amount of wax you normally use. So if you usually use 2 cubes, use 4 with this one. I'm gonna warm through this bar. We'll see. It may or may not make my next round of cuts, depending on how the fall and winter does with my club. If it fills up with other bars, this one might be on the chopping block. It is very beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's that performance thing, you know? Next we have Vitamin R Relax from the All Is Well collection. This is the only one from that collection that did make it into my club. And it is, I want to say amber, bergamot. I can't remember what else, but I get like almost like sandalwoody type vibes with that amber. But it's very sweet, like very sweet. I think there's vanilla sugar in this as well. It's very sweet, very relaxing. It's really, really nice, very enjoyable. Kind of reminds me of a grown-up version of Pink Haze. So Pink Haze is like your candy sweet, tooth-achingly, like straight up like candy sweet scent. This one has that. It's like you take Pink Haze and you just ground it a bit. So it's really pretty. Like that a lot. We'll probably keep it in my club for the longer term. I do use 4 cubes when I do this one as well. I find it performs a bit better, but it's about an average performer, so it's fine. Next we have Graduation from the Moment by Moment collection last summer. And this one I think is apple, suede leather, and vintage musk. And it's very nice. I can see how some people would say it's slightly masculine. It's not cologne-y though, it's just slightly masculine because of that leather. I would say it's unisex. The apple sweetens it up a bit. I almost get a bit of like a caramelly type note. And I think it's just the way some kind of vanilla note is playing with the leather. It's very nice. It's got some complexity, it's very rich. Performance with this one is hit or miss. It'll either do great or it'll just completely flop and die within 5 hours. And there's no way to know which day it is. It seems to be like an environmental thing. So some people have good luck with this, some people don't. I've had both. I've had it where it did great and other times where it didn't do great. I think it's just environmental and it depends. But I do really like that, and it's so unique, and I've smelled nothing like this from Scentsy before. So I do keep that in my club. It's a great like August, September scent as well. Kind of like going into the school year, end of summer. Then we have Bright Cider Life. This one might be among, well, it is. It's among my all-time favorite Scentsy bars. Like it's probably in the top 3 for sure, if not the top 1 or 2. It's so good. Oh, I think the notes on this are like apple, pumpkin, and something, but that's not what it smells like. It's super like brown sugar sweet. It's like bready caramel. Like if you're cooking brown sugar and butter together on the stove and it turns into caramel and you put it on some like sweet dough, like cinnamon bun dough or something like a sweeter dough, and bake that all together, and then like maybe just some like a little bit of chopped apple in there to bake with it with some brown sugar and cinnamon. It's not overly spicy. If you're a person who doesn't like very spicy scents for fall, you'd probably be okay with Bright Cider Life. There's little to no spice in this, but it's very like bakery goodness. I think they put this in the spice or the fruity I think it's in the fruity category normally. It's a general catalog fall winter scent last year. I would say it belongs in bakery, but that's just me. I love this one, and I do melt this all year round. This is a great rainy day scent any time of year, and it's just delicious. So I would be heartbroken if this didn't come back. So it's in my club. Next we have Dumbo Circus Parade. This one is like a creamy orange type scent with, I get some lemon here as well, I think, but it's like a nice tart orange. I find it to be a fairly realistic orange cream scent. Not creamsicle. It's not like super sweet ice creamy cream. It's like you literally are peeling an orange and you've got a little bit of that like, you know, like orange oil type scent from the peel and stuff. A little bit tart, a little bit zingy, but very sweet. I love this one. Not everyone does. Some people get a strange note from it. I personally just freaking love this one. So that one's amazing. Love it. I don't find myself reaching for it though. So as much as I do love this one, I have a couple bars and I haven't really reached for it. So I don't know maybe I need to give it another try, but I do really enjoy this one, and it does reasonably well in my home. Again, because it's like a citrus scent, it doesn't last terribly long, but it's a nice scent for a day and beautiful. Then we have Hendrix, and this is in here not because I'm obsessed with the scent or anything, but because I do like a patchouli once in a while, and I highly doubt we're ever going to get another one of these. I don't think Hendrix is ever going to come back again, and we don't get a lot of patchouli. Patchouli is one of those scents that a good portion of the population just doesn't like. I personally do kind of enjoy it. It's very earthy, very cozy. Some people really don't like it, but to me, this smells like Lord of Misrule from Lush, and it's even kind of the same color. Not quite as sweet as Lord of Misrule, but I think if you mixed this with like a bit of a berry scent or something else, this would be a really fun scent to have. Kind of also like Satin Sheets. It has that kind of sandalwood and tobacco flower. Like it's not, I wouldn't say it's smoky, but it's like earthy. I really like this one, and it's a very good performer. You might be afraid that it is a fairly strong scent, but you might be afraid it's going to be very strong in the space, and it's really not, and I don't think you would want it to be. It's kind of a medium strength, and it lasts for a million years. Like, it'll last like a week. It's an amazing performer. I love it. It's got good mixing potential, and so I do keep it in my club because, like I said, the odds of us getting this back are pretty slim, and Scentsy doesn't do a lot of patchouli. In fact, most wax places don't do a ton of patchouli, so I kept it where I could. So it is staying in my club for now. Then we have French Kiss. This one is fig. What else is in here? Oh, it's fig. This one's really pretty. This one is like a sweeter fig, but it is still fig, so it has some earthiness to it and like depth to it. It's very pretty. It's a little bit feminine. To me, this is like a perfect bedroom scent. It lasts a good couple days. At like a light medium strength. It's not quite light, but it's like light medium. Very pretty, like that one. And I do go through quite a bit of this one, so I keep that in my club. Then we have Birthday Wishes from the Moment by Moment collection. This one I think is like rainbow sprinkles and cake batter. To me, it's like white cake batter with a bit of caramel. Yeah, it's really nice. So it's like a sweet, kind of fluffy, sugary, vanilla, bakery type scent. Very nice. I do keep this around for birthdays at our house. I also gift this bar to people for their birthdays, so I do keep that in my club because if I'm not using it myself, I'm gifting them. So that will stay probably forever. Then we have Homestead Holiday, and this one is again a general catalog scent, generally in the winter catalog or the fall winter catalog. So will we see this back? I hope so. But I don't hear this one talked about a whole lot. So it had me nervous, therefore I put it in my club. It's not one that I like. Oh, I do love that one. I'm glad I put it in my club. It's not like a must-have bar for me. Like Christmas could still exist without this bar, but it is one that I really like to have at the holidays. It's a very like close to Christmas scent. It's very deep, spicy pine tree. A little bit of ember maybe. It's very nice. Very nice. Not smoky, but a little bit of ember, and it's just like, it smells like a Christmas fireplace with a Christmas tree, and it's just very spicy and cozy. So I do really like that one. Homestead Holiday. Then we have Graham Cracker Crunch. This is the one that I probably missed the most. This was a new catalog scent last fall. We'll probably see it come back, I think. Scentsy's done some crazy things in the past, so you never know for sure. But I think we'll see this come back. This one is like peanut butter, graham cracker crunch, and I think vanilla. It's very good. It's like a crunchy bakery peanut butter scent. It really blooms on warm as well. Love this one. Really fun mixer as well. And I did find myself craving this one, and I didn't have any more. So this is the one I think I missed the most. So this will not leave my club if it doesn't come back. But I think we'll see it come back and it can get a break out of my club for a while. But I will put it back in next fall or next spring when we retire the catalog. Then we have Up Air of Adventure. This one is, I want to say honeydew and like maybe lemon. I get lemon there. And like clean air, fresh air. Yeah, it's like a clean, it's like cleaner, like cleaning products, like lemon cleaning products and like laundry fresh air. Not laundry soap, but like fresh air in the laundry, like sun-dried laundry. So it's very nice. Love this one. Very strong performer. Great scent on those days when you're just trying to like clean your house and get everything kind of freshened up. Perfect bar for then, and really good strength as well. And I think we may see that one back at some point. They generally do cycle through things, but I think we had a hint in the last end of month live that that one may be returning at some point. We don't know when. Spiced Ember Glow. Again, this was another new one last winter. Very beautiful. I think it's like embers, apple, spice, cinnamon. It is like, oh, this one's beautiful. It's a very deep cinnamon. So it's like the red hot cinnamon, but deep, like dark deep. A little bit of ember. Again, not smoke. Like hot ember. And maybe a bit of apple, like baked apple. It's really nice, very deep, very smooth. This one's really nicely blended, really nicely like mixed and melded and rounded. I love this one, and I do like to mix this one. For me, it's just a little bit too spicy on its own. I mix like a cube of sugar cookie or vanilla bean buttercream. It doesn't really matter which one, just something to kind of cream it out a bit. That's how I like to use this one. Very wintry. Like I can't see warming this before late October. It's a very like cold weather scent for me, and I love it. Again, I think we'll probably see this come back this winter, but you never know. Next we have Aladdin 3 Wishes. This one is like blueberry or blue raspberry and cotton candy. Yeah. It kind of is like Berry Bright. It's very close to Berry Bright with just like a little bit of cotton candy as well. And it's really nice. Like they're very nice. Side by side, you'd have a hard time distinguishing them probably. They're very nice. This one's a slightly better performer for me than Berry Bright. I think this was actually one of my first wax wars with this bar. I think I did, what was it? Berry Bright, Blueberry Rush, and this one. I think that was the first wax war. So if you want to see the origin story of wax wars, that was this one. Yeah, I really like the scent. I love this for my daughter's room. I love this for the open area. It does well wherever I put it, and I really enjoy the scent. It's a lot of fun. So I do keep that one. Next we have Rainbows and Butterflies, and this one is a really beautiful scent. It was a spring summer catalog scent, and then it was retired. It didn't come back this summer and spring, so I think it was before that, like year before last. And it's like a creamy, like peaches type scent with like maybe strawberry, maybe some orange. It's like a fruity, very creamy scent. Bordering on milky, but very creamy, sweet, kind of girly. I like this one in my daughter's room a lot, so that's a really nice one to have around. Next we have Best in Snow. And this isn't a scent I'm like super in love with, but it's like my medicinal bar. Not that Scentsy is medicinal. Disclaimer, Scentsy doesn't cure anything. However, if I've got like a really bad headache, this is about the only bar I can handle. It is like mint. It's like mint, evergreen, wintergreen. It's just mint. A couple different kinds of it, and it's really pretty. So soft, nice and light, not overpowering. Nice in the bedroom if you're not feeling well, at least for me. I just find it kind of soothing and nice to have around. So because I don't hear this one talked about a lot, I'm kind of afraid it might not come back for fall and winter. So I did put it in my club just in case, but there's that one. Next we have Oats and Honey. This is a like love bar for me. It is like brown sugar, oats. I get some butter in here. Delicious. I think there's like vanilla maple or something like that in here as well. Really pretty. Very nice like bakery scent if you like bakery. This is like the ultimate mixer scent for bakery, I think. Like if you put this with any fruity scent, now it's cobbler. You put this with another bakery scent, now you have even more bakery. Like it's just one of those scents that goes so well with so many things. that I can't be without this one. So this was a Bring Back My Bar a couple rounds ago as well. Like I think it was last round. Love. Not leaving my club ever. Next we have Mandarin Moon. This was also from the last round of Bring Back My Bar, and this one surprised me. So I thought, okay, another spiced orange scent. I like spiced orange, don't get me wrong. But this one is like exceptional. And I think there's a wax spore on this one as well somewhere, the spiced oranges. Yes. So this is like orange with a lot of like ginger, clove. I don't so much get cinnamon with this. There might be cinnamon in there, but that's not what I'm smelling mostly. Star anise. Like definitely star anise. And like it's just kind of a very warm spice scent and very cozy. And it's a complex spice scent. Sometimes spice is just like cinnamon and clove. This is more than that. This is like a very nicely balanced orange scent as well. There's lots of orange and a fair amount of spice as well, but those spices are balanced and complex and they don't overpower the orange by any means. So I really like this one for that. And it's also a very good performer in my home. So I really enjoy that one. And the lighting is getting weird in here, and it's because I'm filming at a different time of day than usual. So sorry. Then we have apple butter frosting. This is actually what I've got melting in my home today. And this is like apple butter, a little bit of spice, and like sweet creamy vanilla frosting. And yeah, this one's nice. So it is creamy, it's sweet, it's appley and spicy. It's like the ultimate year-round rainy day scent. It's a good cold rainy day scent, and that's what today was. We're now getting some sun peeking out, as you can see. That's what's interfering with the light here. Love this one. It used to normally be a year-round bakery scent in the catalog, and this spring and summer they took it out. So we're kind of concerned it retired, and we're kind of concerned it's not coming back this fall. We're all finger crossing really hard that it does come back in the fall catalog because it's very well loved, but we don't know yet. So we'll find out soon. But in the meantime, it is in my club, safe and sound, and I love that one. I wish I had more than 3 bars a year if it doesn't come back. Next up, we have Simply Vanilla. This is just like a French vanilla scent with like a touch of coconut milk. Yeah. And some people find this one a little bit Play-Doh-y, and I kind of get it. I can smell that. It kind of does have like a bit of a Play-Doh-iness to it. However, when you mix this with things, it smells like fancy. And especially when it warms up, I do find this one gets a bit more complex and enjoyable on warm. So if you've had this in your collection and you haven't warmed it because you didn't like the smell of it on cold, I would encourage you to give it a try and see, because it does get very pretty on warm to my nose. So I do keep this one around for if you want to mix something with vanilla, but you don't want it to be foodie. This is a good vanilla to use because it's not a foodie bakery. It's not a foodie vanilla. It's a like pretty perfumey type vanilla. So I use that one. Very nice. Next we have Toasted Acorn and Oak. This was part of the Harvest Trio last fall. It is, I want to say like oak and acorns and I don't know, a little bit of, I do get some bakeryness here. It's like a sweet, almost mapley or maple vanilla type scent to it as well. It's a little bit reminiscent of cinnamon vanilla maple from the bricks, only this has more woodsiness and is a bit, I don't know if it's got a bit of spice to it or what, but it's a bit stronger. This is a very strong scent. So I have this in a fragrance flower. It might even still be in clearance right now. If it is, go grab that fragrance flower because it's amazing. Very good performer. It's one of those ones you can smell in the space quite nicely. And the wax was the same. It was a very good performer, very strong, and did really well in my house. A lot of people found it very strong. So I do like this one a lot. Is it going to stay in my club? I haven't decided. I don't find I reach for this one a ton. There are so many fall scents that I love that I do really like this one, but I don't find myself reaching for it over other scents, if that makes sense. So I am going to enjoy the heck out of this bar. I might even keep it in my club another round or so, but this one may be one that I take out in the next couple rounds. Next we have Sugar. This is the Cotton Candy and Lemon Drop scent. Bring Back My Bar, again, I think last round. And this one's nice. It's very, it's the same as Aqualina's Pink Sugar perfume. It's like a perfumey kind of cotton candy with a bit of musk to it or something. It's really pretty. I find it to be a decent performer. Some people find it very light in their homes. It does okay in my house, and I really like it. So there's Sugar. Again, good mixer and very beautiful on its own as well. I'm going to try to figure things out here. Hold on. Is that better lighting-wise? That might be a little bit better for now. Spiced Eggnog. This was a holiday brick last Christmas time, and it is like spiced eggnog and a little bit of clove, I think. The clove here is not very present though. Yeah, this is a very creamy, like sweet, not cloyingly sweet, but like sweet eggnog scent. Oh, there's booze in this bar. Okay, my brick is not this boozy. This is, whew. Oh, that's boozy. That is not how my other brick smelled. So a lot of scents that Scentsy has have like rum and stuff in the notes, like Pina Colada Cha-Cha does, and there's a few that do. Never smelled one like this. This is like cracking open a bottle of rum, and it was like, whew, like hit you in the face. That'll probably mellow as this ages a bit. This might be a fresh pour or something like that. Again, I can't see the pour date on here, but my guess would be this is a fresh pour. Yes, I love this one. Very nice for like November, Christmas time. You want something sweet, kind of festive. It says there's clove in this. I don't smell clove on cold or on warm. The rum, it's there though. Yes, so there's that one. Next we have My Wish. This is one of like, again, one of my all-time favorite bars. This is like violet, fig, and marshmallow. So pretty, like so pretty. It's like a sugared violet, so while it's a little bit feminine from that violet, it's not a overly floral scent. It's a very like sweet floral, very like marshmallowy. The marshmallow is definitely very present here, and it's brought down just a bit by that fig. Really pretty. Love that one. Next we have Tinselberry. This was another new release last fall and winter, and it was, I think, strawberries and cinnamon and maybe raspberry. It was like berries and spice, to be just like a little bit of a different play on the like holiday scents. Yeah, and this one's fun. So instead of having like cranberry or something very traditional, it's like a strawberry, like a juicy, like syrupy strawberry. And it's fun. It's a really fun one. When I first smelled this last fall, I was like, it's fine. Like, it's nothing to get excited about. It's okay. But on warm, this one, I really got attached to it. Like, I don't know. You know how some scents you just associate them with the time that was going on when you warmed it? I think that's might have been what happened here. Like, it was just, you know, celebrating Christmas time at home with my family, like that sort of thing. So I do actually really like this one now. And so I did put it in my club. Do I think we'll see it back this fall and winter? Probably. I think it was fairly popular. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So there is that one. Next we have Vanilla Mint. Oh my goodness, so excited for this one. This is one of those ones that I always say is underrated, and it is vanilla, mint, and like I think citruses, like winter citrus or something like that. It does have some like, it's the most beautiful mint. Like the vanilla and whatever they've added to it makes it very like almost, not quite, but almost perfumey. It's like an almost feminine perfumey mint. And it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's fresh and crisp and a little bit feminine. This does also really well in the pods. I hope we see this come back in the fall catalog. I don't hear it talked about enough. Like, if you haven't tried Vanilla Mint, you need to try Vanilla Mint. If it comes back in the fall winter catalog, get yourself a bar of this. It is very, very good. Next, we have Almond Croissant. This one is fresh croissant, and it's very buttery with like toasted almond and cinnamon sugar. It is like one of the best bakery scents. Again, this is one of my favorite Scentsy scents. And again, this used to be a year-round bakery scent, and then they did away with it this spring. And again, we're all crossing our fingers, hoping it comes back in the fall catalog. But I don't know, guys. I don't know if this one's coming back. I really hope it does. So, buttery croissant, cinnamon sugar, and toasted almonds is exactly what it is. it's like a pet peeve of mine when they give almond notes and almond extract smell instead. If I'm smelling almond, I want it to be almond, not almond extract. And there's a big difference to my nose. And this is almond. It's like nutty and lovely and not cherry vanilla, like cherry almond extracty. It's a lovely, lovely scent. The cinnamon sugar really like brings it together and makes it very like bakery and inviting. It's a lovely house scent for like your main area, your living spaces. Mixes beautifully as well with many things. Amazing on its own too. Very strong, pretty long lasting. I have nothing but great things to say about almond croissant. Next we have Polar Bear Hug. This is, what is this one? I feel like there's like caramel in here somewhere and blackberry jam. It's got some interesting notes to it and like maybe vanilla musk or amber. This one's cozy. Yes, this one makes me smile because it reminds me of my daughter's room because I only ever warm it in there. But it's very nice. It's very sweet and cuddly and cozy, and it smells like my daughter and her jammies all snuggled up in her room. I love it. So there's Polar Bear Hug. I think we'll probably see this one come back too. It's relatively popular, at least to my knowledge it is. So there's that one. Then we have Mandalorian Air of Adventure. This is currently available, but I didn't want to take it out of my club and then forget to put it back in, so here it is. And I didn't have any on hand, so I kind of wanted another bar anyways. This one's really nice. It is green. Again, not the same kind of green we've been seeing the last few months. This is like a very light green. It's sweet. Kind of reminds me of Huckleberry Sage, but not quite as berry as that one. But this is like sweet, light, green, very pretty. And I mean light. Like, when I do this in my home, I do 4 cubes in the bedroom and it's still light. So it's one of those ones that stays on the fence for me. If it wasn't such an amazing scent to my nose and the scent appeal wasn't so high, I would not keep this in my club. Performance-wise, it's very light, but I like it enough to keep it around. Next we have Silver Bells, and that is actually the last but not least Silver Bells. Silver Bells is one of the first scents I've tried from Scentsy, I think. Sugar, Pink Haze, and Silver Bells I think were my first scents. I might have tried Silver Bells even before those two. This one I think I got, gosh, it would have been years ago. Like years ago. I can't do like 2013, 2014. Was this available in 2013, 2014? Because I feel like I had it around that time. It's beautiful. It's like a light, it's a very like not intense peppermint. It's like a light peppermint with like vanilla. I think there's pear in this as well, but I don't smell pear. It's like it's just a very complex, minty kind of holiday scent. Very pretty. Nice for the bedroom, a nice January scent as well. It's not specifically Christmassy. You could still warm it all winter. But I personally, since I've always used it at Christmas time, to me, I associate it with Christmas time. So I personally prefer to warm it around the holidays, but that's just me. It's not necessarily a holiday type scent. It's just very pretty. So this is a favorite for me, and you never know, because it's been around so long, it's got to retire at some point. I hope it's not this winter. And again, this is one that I love to have at the holidays, so it is in my club. But I hope we see it back. And that is what I've got in my quarterly club. It was a lot of bars, and now I have to find space for all those bars. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. Again, next week, big week in Scentsy Land. I will be having, I think, a video nearly every day next week. So I will talk to you guys soon. And I know all of you guys keep messaging and saying like you live down south in the US and it's like 100 degrees where you are. It's like, again, trying to cloud over here and rain again, and I'm in a hoodie and freezing cold. So what is it here? It's 12 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I think it's like 50-ish. So yeah, 12 degrees. It's cool. So we will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.